What's up? How you guys doing? Be my second Motor City Lions talk video for the Detroit Lions. This is your boy King Goodfella, aka CJ Goodfella, and I'm a fellow Lions fan like everybody else. And just starting off my preview and review shows to kick off the 2014 Lions season. So today I'm bringing you a review of whatever I've seen and what do I want to see, what have I seen throughout the offense. What do I want to continue to see coming up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is Friday. And what have I seen? I've seen the most important thing I have wanted to see so far from the Detroit Lions is an improved Matthew Stafford. I see the improvements in his mechanics. His release looks a little bit tighter. His touch, he has touch on the ball. He's starting to get his footwork together. He's planning and throwing. He's not trying to move and then plan to reset and throw in the pocket. He looks more comfortable. He's a more confident Matthew Stafford, and even in the new offense. And that's one thing I like to see. And the second thing that I really like to see is the offense looks more smoother without Calvin Johnson than it did a year ago. If Calvin was out, it just looked like the offense didn't work anymore, fellas. I mean, and ladies, it just looked like it's falling apart like a train with no wheels on it. And you see Golden Tate is out there running precision and precise routes and showing his good hands off beating people deep down the field. He's beating one-on-one coverage. You see, Ebron out there stretching the middle of the field, controlling the middle of the field, catching balls over the middle. He's trying to block a little bit better. You see the offensive line giving Matthew Stafford some time, even though you're not seeing the most exotic blitzes in preseason. The offensive line looks like they've been together for years. And that's one thing you love to see. And then the only thing that that for offense that really hasn't been clicking for us is the running game. And hopefully that hopefully that will be going by the time we get into the regular season, and just being more committed to the run and being used to running with a fullback and get Bell and Bush going. And we even have Theoretic back there sometimes looking a little bit more quicker than he did last year. And there's a lot of things that I'm very excited about. I'm excited about this whole offense. I love the formations that they're throwing out there. I love how they're committed to getting the ball to their playmakers, and just everybody's looking more confident in this offense. And what was the downfall last year was the play calling. When you hear the commentators talk about Detroit Lions, you rarely hear that being a concern. But us fans, we seen it. Everybody talking about discipline, our our lack of stars at the defensive back. You hear all the type of things. Matthew Stafford is not looking that good or accurate, but what we see with our eyes is some of the same mundane play calls we see in the how about the infamous shotgun handoff up the middle running back play that we ran like 4 or 5 times that never seemed to work. How about the misdirection running back play they was running and just throwing it up to Calvin all the time, or putting Calvin on the deep end route, and it was just all about Calvin. And the offense was just, the play calling was terrible. Just some of the play mechanics put together that were terrible. And with this offense, it's like you're going to see a lot more double moves, a lot more route combinations. You're going to see a whole lot of more things that I'm seeing from this offense that I like more than last year. That I'm really seeing. And then you get into the defense, and when the last time how you seen linebackers send how last time you seen the Lions send a linebacker up the middle on a blitz, two linebackers on the stunt twist blitz. I mean, and, offensive line stun, defense line stun, and you seeing all these great things on defense. We're bringing pressure. We haven't seen that much of Detroit. It's been the last 4 or 5 years. It's been about rushing 4 and playing cover 3, and we're seeing that. In this offense, they're starting to put more exotic blitzes together. They're gonna bring more heat now and gamble with their cornerbacks and leave them on islands. And then it's better than just leaving in zone coverage. And if you know, the Lions primarily played cover 3 last year a lot, and that was their deal. And now it's more about catering to our personnel now, because we have man corners and within Darius Slay and Bill Bentley. Those guys are more man cover. Nevin Lawson, and Rasheed Mathis might be more of a zone corner. He might understand that defense a little better, but he's been in the league long enough to understand the man concept. And now we leaving him on. We letting him play man to man. Now it's going to be just a beautiful thing to watch. And seeing what Hadable brings to the table. Glover Quinn, we know he's outstanding safety. And just seeing what this defense was. And then we got Sue heading to his last year contract. Nick Fairley in last year of his contract. We have Jason Jones, who I heard has been tremendous in camp, coming off injury. He's making a difference. We never knew what he was going to bring last year, so that's like getting a new accusation this year. Uh, then we have Ziggy Ansah another year, and then the guy that I'm so important and more just third downs just make me want to almost drop a tear. Kyle Van Noy, I'm so happy that we have a linebacker that can rush and get off the quarterback. We have bookends now, him and Ziggy, with Fanoy and Zigo Ansah. Oh man, it's going to be nice to see those guys get after the quarterback, and we blitz on third down a little bit, and all those good things. So I'm very intrigued by this Lions team. Um, if you ask me today, what would their record be? I was going to say a solid 10-6. I think these guys can really win 10 games. I think I see the difference in how Caldwell's are handling the team and how the team was responding to Caldwell, the challenges he's throwing out to Nick Fairley. I think Ndamukong Suh is going to have a career year. I think Nick Fairley's going to have a great year this year. I think the answer is going to take the next step. And Vanoy, they're going to bring a lot of pressure. Don't forget the Lions were first on third down defense last year, top 5 in stopping the run. So if they can just translate those things and up their ranking against the pass a little bit and not give up the big plays, the Lions could be in good shape this year. So I have them going at 10-6, and then tomorrow, tomorrow is Friday. After the game, I will be dropping a review video because it's the third most important Detroit Lions game. It's the third one, so I'm going to be dropping a review video on that one later on today, which when I drop this one. So thank you, Motor City Lions fan. I appreciate you for supporting us. Subscribe, share, and like the page. You get all your Lions review previews here. And I'm going to be consistent this year and giving them all. I might even do a podcast this year. So if some of you guys want to call in and be on the show, most definitely. And maybe I'll try to put together a hangout show for the Lions fan. We can get on there and talk about the Lions game after the game. So just make sure you follow us all year for your Lions news and sports and stuff, and like Motor City Lions Talk on Facebook. Thank you for supporting us. We gone.